That's it. That's it, buddy.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning.
Great.
Newton on first down. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. 19 yards right off the bat and a quick first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then break.
And his first carry, he loses the football. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. You got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
And he's got this down to the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got a bike. Oh, he just snuck out there. They just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Play action. Now it's Brady. Now he's forced out right. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. He was looking for the tight end Lance Kendricks there. And it's third and short.
Wait, that. Alabama. 380. 372.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
First down, Patriots.
Easy.
Mike, 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Defense wins championship.
On play action, it's Brady. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Brady gives to Michelle. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy. And
coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. Gostkowski now for the Pats field goal try. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And they're not going to get the snap off. This might back him out of field goal range. That's going to set him back 5 yards. On fourth down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. Back deep for the Panthers, DJ Moore. Returning it is Moore. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And there's so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Slam, slam, slam.
Hey! Gun, gun, gun.
On 2nd and 9. Newton, pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Stephon Gilmore dials the corner blitz and earns the sack.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
3rd and long, it's Newton. Steps away to his left. And he can't get away. Newton can't escape the pressure, and it's a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. They're looking at a 3rd and 6 here to start things out.
Wait, set. 180.
Check, check. Watch the before. Watch the before. Here we go.
Hey, 66.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. They don't have his man. That's Edelman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Come on.
A give. This is Michel. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete. Oh, Thomas unable to reel that one in, and it's 3rd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
And able to find Dorsett. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately, They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And they will run it with Michel. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? They'll try to run it in. Michel. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will give us the very rare scoreline of 5-0. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Carolina getting set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
On first down, it's Newton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Newton. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Watch the twist.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That goes for a gain of 31. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Gun.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Hey, looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal, give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy who's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. To throw, it's Brady. And he's going to go down again. Mario Addison able to drop in that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Here's Ryan Allen now as he'll punt it. And how about this, a fake? Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Golden. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at the 37-yard line.
That's it. What do you need?
Choose the mic.
20.
Let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Off. Set.
Well, following the interception, here's Newton. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run it here. This is James Wayne. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Lightning speed there from the safety, Devin McCourty, on the sack.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
I'm coming after you. Watch out, watch out, watch out. Go, Mike.
Gun.
Throwing on third and long. Newton taking a shot for Samuel, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at the 20. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
That's going to be a long day.
72.
Mike 54. Watch the pass.
Hey, seam 6. Regular.
From the gun, it's Brady. On the left side, a catch by White. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. A good way there to have him bounce back from the interception last drive. Something underneath, a little bit of rhythm going.
I know the best ones in the league have supreme confidence, but every now and then you need a little booster, don't you? This is their way of protecting him and bringing him back, and then they'll turn him loose later, I would think.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if a 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Here we go. Ready?
Check 52.
Express.
Start defense. Hey, man up, D.
Great.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Go.
Now Newton on 1st down. Forced out to his left. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 25 yards that time.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And the Patriots have it.
All I know, partner, is that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control. And yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
Wait, set. 380.
Watch the pass.
First carry for the fullback, James Devlin. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Mario Addison in on the stop.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. And an alley to run. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
New England on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 3. On play action, now Brady. He may try and run for this. And he's going to have the 1st down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. Tom Brady flashing the mobility, scrambling there for a 1st down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Michelle. And some room to roam now. And shutting him off in open field. 31 yards there and a 1st down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Wide, get wide.
Pilot, 64, weak, 53,
now he'll throw with Brady. Finds his man, Watson, over the middle. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Hey, check it.
Check, 59. I got you.
Go.
59.
Out go.
Now Brady. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
Brady, 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Brady. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one. And none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. K1 Short in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for a 4th quarter lead. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And with that, they have taken the lead by a point here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. To throw is Newton. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd and 10, Newton again. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
I get a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line.
20.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
The Panthers going for it on 4th. Newton completes it to Samuel. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. 4th down trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Patriots' 33-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Newton. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st down in field goal range already. This is McCaffrey on the give. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Check 43.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. So a big play coming for the Panthers. They'll go for 2. Now it's Newton. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, Focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Shadow.
54.
50.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Ross Cockrell. He was looking for Edelman there.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
Mike.
Ready? Ready?
Mike. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14. Newton. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Space to maneuver at the 40. As they finally wrangle him in at the 48. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Newton now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Cam fakes the give and keeps it. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Houston Texans. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
On 2nd down, here's Miller. Trey Boston up to make the tackle.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Here's Watson. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. 4th down, so the Texans dial up the number of their second-year punter, Trevor Daniel. DJ Moore is back deep waiting for it. That's taken on the 25. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position.
Ready? Right to the 3.
Right here.
Express.
Motion.
Gun.
Reset. Mike 41. We've got a wedge.
Let's go. What is it?
Newton on 1st down. Being chased out left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Great.
Now it's Newton. Flush to his right. And he's got his target. That's Moore. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down. Spectacular catch turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves him from a 3-and-out. On 1st and 10, Newton. And an alley to run. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop. But when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Hey, 4-1 Mike. I got you. I got you, son. 41 Mike.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The third down conversion successful. A gain of 11.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Set. Like 80.
41's the mic. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
On the ground, McCaffrey. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
8.
On 2nd and 9, Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. It got his man complete. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 87 yards. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
The score, Texans 7, Panthers 0. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
I smell fear in that offense. Check 55, Mike. Watch the curve.
Great.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey,
Out of the gun, Newton. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So on fourth down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. DeAndre Carter's deep for the Texans. And we'll see what he can do on the return. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. On 2nd and 9, Watson steps away. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the two defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Right there in the middle, 55. Watch the run, watch the run.
From the 16, Newton. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Come on, dude. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Watson with a give to Miller. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Buying time to his left. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. They turn to the fullback, Gillespie. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. And let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right here.
On 2nd and 9, Watson looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fuller. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Watch the curve. Watch the curve.
On 2nd down and 4, Watson. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Here's Miller. And this is going to depend on his spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. Newton now to throw. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it. And he got it. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. On 3rd down, Newton. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
At their own 20-yard line.
Reset. 19. 54. Alert.
Me. I got no shot.
A give the first man through Gillespie of the fullback. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Watch a slant, watch a slant, watch a slant.
To throw is Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down, Houston.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. He's got Fuller. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Mike's 54.
A first down carry now for Miller. It's Ross Cockrell that time that made the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Motion.
Play action for Miller. Now Watson. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. The Texans on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Watson. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. K1 short, able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. They are going for it. Here's Watson. And the pressure gets to him again. K1 short, and the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Well, the D brought the house, they called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want, they go right to the blitz, and in this case, they nailed it, got right to the quarterback, no chance on that 4th down. We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. This is McCaffrey. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
20.
On 2nd and 9, Newton. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean.
Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson, and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it, and this time it results in an interception.
They begin with a run by Miller. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the fourth. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Let's go.
They'll run it again with Miller. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. The Texans on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike.
Hey, watch the slant.
Check.
From the gun, here's Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns, his 2nd sack of the night.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Here's more on the return. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 44. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And an alley to run. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Check. 55 Mike.
Coming off the pick 6, it's Newton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Thomas the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Newton. Looking again for Thomas. This time complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back home.
On 4th down, Newton. Got his target, Samuel. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Now a 1st down throw for Newton. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The wideout, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with two straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
41's the mic. 41's the mic. Man out, man out, man out.
Great.
Mike 41. I'm going to wedge that.
To throw on third down, Newton. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
The touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
41's the mic. 41's the mic. Check 41. Tackles. 8. 41 mic. 41 mic. 41 mic. Man, that's trash.
They snap it to Newton. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. J.J. Watt, and this Texans defense stands tall. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. On first down, it's Miller. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Escapes the defender. Still going. They can't stop him. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 62 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Let's go. Let's do this.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll go with Foreman. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Well, it was the big run that got them down into position, and then they finish it off one play later with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, and they've got them really thinking to themselves, after that big run, they're probably going to come back and hit us again with the same thing or something similar. Instead, they go to the air, and it's a touchdown that way.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Ready?
Yo.
Ready?
On first down, Newton. Under pressure, they got him again. J.J. Watt bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Mike 41. I'm going to wedge that, huh? You going to see me in your nightmares, son. You going to see me in your nightmares.
Great.
Third and long. It's Newton. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Here we go on fourth. Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Now it's Newton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
A gain of 13. It's a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Set. 180.
Check, 41.
Gun.
I got him. 41 Mike. 41 Mike. Target.
Throwing again on second down. Newton, he's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Let's hear it, Texans fans.
The Panthers on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 6. One last throw here for Newton. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Single.
8.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank. I don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched and I better get set in. Finish them. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum all. In the end result, I'm better killing them all. Rogue One, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a team with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go